Welcome guys, this is going to be my last video for a few weeks or a couple of weeks, maybe a bit less than a couple of weeks. I'll be, actually will be less than a couple of weeks. I'm going for a week and a half basically, and so I thought I'd make a video just explaining what's going on and where I'm off to and sort of the nature of why I won't be around, which is actually quite exciting. So I'm actually going to be visiting Triumph Studios over in Holland, or in the Netherlands actually. I don't know if their studio is technically in Holland. I know Holland is sort of like a state or a couple of states in the Netherlands. Anyway, really looking forward to it. I've known the people, like, just not even to know what they look like, but I've known so many of them for so many years, for such a long period of time. So I'm really looking forward to meeting so many of the actual people that I've actually been in contact with over the years. Again, just in forum posts and all sorts of stuff going way back. Back to Age of Wonders 2 even. There's just been a really long time. So anyway, that's sort of. I'm really excited to actually go and sort of visit all the guys there actually, and just sort of see guys and girls in the actual studio there. It's a fairly large studio from what I can understand, but really looking forward to it. Yura Kanjik is saying, can you ask if there will be a new DLC season? Yeah, that's one of the reasons I wanted to make this video, was to get a list of questions or comments or things that you would want to see changed in Age of Wonders. In fact, I've got I'll just get it out from under here. Hang on, just bear with me. I'll just get this across. I'll just bring it over here. I'll just start jotting down these sort of questions actually. So I will just, is there going to be a new DLC season? And yeah, that's a good question actually. So I'll jot any little statements that anyone actually has. I'll keep them together, and also I have a list of things that I had wanted to see changed in the game, and I can't remember what they are. So hopefully we'll play a bit of the game as well. But I did want to sort of go through essentially what the go is there. So Sir Phobos, Knight of Mars, is saying, "Hi Daz, new viewer through your Dwarf Fortress uploads. So great content, thanks." Thank you for that. Yeah, no, it's I'll be playing Dwarf Fortress again very soon. So I'll be I'll definitely be going and having a close look as soon as the magic stuff drops, which I'm guessing will still be a little way off. So I won't be around really. I'll be able to check emails, Discord. I'll be checking religiously. Like that sort of, so if anyone does want to get in contact with me, then Discord is probably going to be the best method. My emails I'll probably only check maybe once a day. So Sir Phobos is saying, yeah, awesome. I look forward to watching those. It will be actually I'm really looking forward to playing Dwarf Fortress. It's been a long time since I've actually played it, and I'm looking forward to doing another big in-depth series of that, particularly when the new stuff drops. So sort of what I don't want to do is start a series and then get a few episodes in and then find that a few weeks in and then find, oh, here's the new content, you need to start again type stuff. Or if you don't start again, you're not going to have access to it. So I'm sort of holding off. It could be months away, which I'm hoping it's not, but it could be anything. What other little news items can I talk about? So I'll be basically only in the Netherlands for less than a week, actually, maybe just on a week, I think. Maybe just on a week, slightly more. I'll be 3 days sort of with the guys from Triumph, which is going to be fantastic, and then I've got another 3 or 4 days essentially just on my own devices. So I'm going to be off doing sort of like bike tours and stuff like that. Sorry about that. Which I'm really looking forward to. So anyway, I can't wait to sort of. I've went to the Netherlands when I was a teenager, a long time ago. So I am looking forward to going back there. A whole lot of other things too. Like I mentioned this the other day. My son-in-law wrote me a big long list of food I have to eat in the Netherlands. So I've printed out. Actually, I'll just go and grab them. Actually, no, I can show you the PDF. I've got a PDF of the. Which I think I can do this. Where is it? I'll just do it this way. I'll just open her up. But this is, so I made a game, and so I've been madly downloading all sorts of stuff to go and play with the stuff. Hi, Beacon, how you going? So I've got this. If anyone wants it, I can share it somehow, I guess. But it's like he knows what I like to eat. So he didn't put herrings or anything like that in it, which I'm thankful for, unless he's somehow got them snuckily put in there with under a different name. I am suspicious of one food that he did actually send, but someone who was watching the other day said, "Oh yeah, there's no, that's actually something different again. Like it was like battered fish, which is different." So I don't think there's any unpleasant surprises in his little list. Actually, where is it? Graphics. Yeah, I made a game out of it. So it's this one here. I'll just open it up in Sumatra. Open with Sumatra PDF. I like Sumatra PDF. It sort of just has, it's got a nice sort of layout. So anyway, I've got heaps and heaps of these things. I'm not going to get through them all. So I've got a Die 100, which I can then just roll on my phone, which I thought this would be a cool way of doing it. Where is it? Just let it load in. So I'll be able to, and I'm going to hopefully sort of record it, but that's that's like a Die 100. If I sort of shake it around, we'll then roll 100 out of 100. So for example, that one there, which you probably couldn't see, is 61. So we'll just go to the one above 61. So stroopwafel, which is actually the one I'm actually really looking forward to actually trying more than anything else, is stroopwafel. So because I've seen them, I don't know what they taste like, but I have seen them. So it's going to, it's going to be fun. Anyway, that's I should actually lock that one in as something that I do when I land. I think I will actually. So I've sort of printed out these sheets for every single day that I'm there, and every day I'll roll 5 of these and see if I can actually get through the 5 during that day. He also gave me some other ones as well, food at locations. So he said that I must eat these if I'm close to these locations. So I've got shawarma in Metap in Amsterdam. I've got no idea what that is. Kibbeling, which is one I was a bit sort of scared of, but I think that's someone was saying that was actually just battered fish. And crepes, there we go. There's a pancake house in Amsterdam's Bos, whatever that is as well. So I'm going to try to make a point of getting to each of these. I will be riding bikes around actually with my son-in-law's dad a little bit on a couple of the days, or one of the days anyway. So I think we'll be heading out to along the sea to have a bit of a look around there as well. So anyway, it's going to be a fun time, and then a whole lot of groceries in here as well. But if I can say, oh, hang on, shawarma is good. Okay, but it's got to be a just very particular place, you see. I don't know why. Let's have a look at some of the other comments. The Unrest Cure saying, food to eat in the Netherlands. This should be interesting. Yeah, a bunch of Dutch treats, and so fries with mayo. I'm giving you side eyes across the internet. Yeah, look, it's sort of one of these things where there's. He said that because I'm thinking, yeah, I eat fries with mayo, and we've got like award-winning sausage rolls here in Australia that literally there's a shop on my way home from work that basically when I'm on my bike that I often stop at to get their award-winning sausage rolls. So, but he did say that the Dutch sausage rolls are next level. So anyway, we'll sort of see how we go. Thanks, Mr. Worth, with the subscription. That's very, very much appreciated. So anyway, it's going to be a fun time, I think. And he gave me this massive list, and I do want to get through a lot of it. I'm not interested in apple pie, to be honest. So I've only given myself like 2 out of 100. So I'm hopeful that won't come up. But stroopwafel, I'm going to actually honour that first roll. When I do arrive there, I will actually go and I'll go out of my way to actually get a stroopwafel as soon as I arrive in the Netherlands with that particular roll. So my goal is to have a bit of fun with this as well on the way through. Does he can have a character on this list? Well, he did mention shawarma, so he's sort of got dibs on this one through here. Again, I don't know what it is, but that can be that can be vegan shawarma. There we go. But Began's always, if you're sort of new to the channel or whatever, then Began always redeems a character. So that'll be Began Schwarmer there. Anyway, so that's sort of something. I don't know how what the easiest way is if anyone does actually want this little list. I can't sort of. Unfortunately, I can share it. What I might do is I might share it on my Discord, and do it that way. So so I can actually just pop it in there. I don't know if I did already. Actually, I was talking about it the other day. Just let me have a quick look and see. Did I do that? Just have a look and see if I did it. No, I didn't. What I might do is I'll do it right now, because otherwise I'm going to forget. Here, I just pop it in the thing. So here is the food quest sheet for the Netherlands, and if I just go and drag that across, there we are. So that's in my Discord. There should be a link in YouTube and in Twitch, I think, that should take you through to where that actually is. There we go. It's in there twice. I don't know why it's in there twice. Oh well, it's there's two sheets there. I don't know why. Anyway, that should be a bit of fun, I think, with what's going on. A few other things as well that actually did happen. Like I actually, because I actually don't actually own a pair of long pants. Believe it or not. So it's sort of Began saying Began +1. There we go. So sounds good. There we are. So yeah, you should take a pic of each of them and you try it in the list and post the pic. So I'm thinking of doing that, and I'm actually thinking of recording. Like I've actually I'm really worried about the flight, to be honest. So I'm actually sort of going out of my way to try to make the flight as comfortable as I possibly can. So I've actually sort of I've had to, like as I said before, I do own a pair of jeans, but I haven't worn them for like 2 years. Just wear shorts everywhere. Like it's where we live is fairly warm, and so my wife and I went shopping like for the trip, and so I do actually ended up with these pants that were they're really comfortable pants. So anyway, so that was actually good. But I also went and got a whole lot of I made a whole lot of new merch, which I can now talk about because I was really worried. I made it a month ago, and I ordered it a month ago as well, just so I can actually have different things to wear when I'm sort of visiting Triumph, just to have to fly the DasTactic flag. I'll just go back out and show what that is, because that's now all it arrived literally yesterday. So the day before I leave, because I'm leaving in a few hours' time. But if I just go to shop.dastactic.com, I can talk about what I've added to it. So I wanted to have something a bit corporate. So I've actually made this polo shirt. So I've got so talking about the quality is actually really good. I'm actually really happy with the quality of that one. The actual embroidery quality is really good as well. So I was actually quite impressed because I'm a graphic designer. Like that's my job. Like that's my day job. And so I'm sort of, and so with the DasTactic, sort of, you can see this was an old one. This is the flaming DasTactic one is now the main one. But this polo shirt, I'm either a 3XL or a 4XL whenever I buy any clothing. So I'm quite broad, and so it's sort of I'm fat and broad, and so I bought myself a 4XL, and really a 3XL would have been a good fit for me. 4XL is fine as well, but it's sort of but I was impressed with the size as well. So it wasn't small. I've always, if I can't try something on, I always got to err on the side of going for the larger size. And so, some 2XLs fit me, depending on where it comes from. But I think that anything that's produced in America ends up, it ends up being bigger than other countries. Like I know that if I order a 4XL or even a 4XL from China, it's going to be like a 1XL, like just an XL, like in terms of a size. So I don't trust the there. But this one here, like all the other things, like the shirts and things as well, the sizing has always been correct or larger, which is good. So it's a comfortable fit. So I was really happy with the quality of the polo shirt. So I'll be sort of wearing that. I've only ordered one of those, but I'll wear that when I sort of go to the Triumph Day, like basically when they're sort of doing their main day. This embroidered cap, it looks good on the like when I go to it. It looks good here. Like this is a mock-up of what it's sort of supposed to look like. In reality, it doesn't look as good. So I'm a bit disappointed with the cap. Also with the quality of the actual. So I'm thinking of redoing it. I'm really happy with the quality of this. Like this, that's a pretty good representation. It's not not quite as clean as that, because this is just a graphic representation of it. I can't show it. What I'll do is I'll also maybe take some video content when I'm actually, again, when I arrive, just to sort of show the full kit that I've got there. But this is, but I was impressed with this one. Like that was actually a good one. The cap, the embroidery, I'll probably redo this one and actually have the full colour. It certainly did sort of make a difference, and also the quality of the. I know that they've got a few different caps, and I sort of thought it would be thicker quality, thicker material, and so I think I'm going to have to up the quality of the actual cap itself. It's just not as thick as some of the other caps, and I've sort of packed that one away. I've packed other ones away as well. I'm just looking at I've got a heap of caps back over there. I've got, but I don't have any that are as thin as this one. This one, it's comfortable, like it's really comfortable, but it's just not as thick as what you'd expect to sort of see, I guess. So anyway, that's something that I'll still wear it around, of course, but I think I'll actually redo that one when I do get back. So I'll probably sort of end up sort of putting that one in. The DasTactic Flaming Jester T-shirt, I've actually now got these in a few different colours, so you've got a bit of a choice there. So that was just done the other day. So again, I've ordered a new one of those. They do last a long time, these shirts. Like years, like of pretty regular wearing. So I've got one shirt that's maybe 4 years old, and it's starting to fade a little bit with the around the bottom of the graphic. But it's then I've got one that I got about a year ago, and it looks new. So I'm sort of taking that, and also I've just ordered another one as well. I'm actually wearing the previous version of this bin chicken shirt, which is. I bought this one. I got this one I've made the graphic for this one as a bit of a joke. So I'm actually wearing the old version of it, but it's actually faded at the bottom again. I've had it for years. So it's so I've sort of resurrected this one as well, which I hadn't released it properly as merch. But I thought I would, and I put a little DasTactic logo in the corner there. But this is my little bar is where I go swimming in the morning. So whenever I finish off the stream, I'm always rushing off. I'm rushing off to go for a swim at the beach at my little bar, and so and they've got bin chickens. And if you don't know what a bin chicken is essentially an ibis, and the ibises sit around and they basically are always in the bins. They're sort of ripping stuff out of the bins, making a mess, and so So anyway, there's heaps of ibises. They're everywhere, but I made this one just purely for my little bar as a bit of a joke. It's where I live. I live in the suburb next to Mooloolaba, and the people that I know that are from Mooloolaba slag off at the people from my suburb. So anyway, it's a bit of payback just to sort of be wearing something that's a bit negative about Mooloolaba. But I do really like this shirt. It's sort of it's one that I again really enjoy. So I've got a fresh one of those which I'm taking with me as well. So anyway, that's the new stuff, I guess, that's coming in the merch. I don't think there's much else that's new there, if anyone is interested. But anyway, as I say, I'm impressed with the quality of the shirts and things. The hat, not so much. So, I mean, it's sort of one of those things. I will try to sort of get that one done at another time when I sort of get there. I actually had done this one so that my granddaughter could actually have a DasTactic shirt as well. That was from last Christmas or something. Anyway, that's the merch, but the hat is not all that great at this stage. What else is there to talk about in terms of things that have changed? I will go through also. It may be helpful for people that travel like it's. I'm basically in a plane for 24 hours plus stopover time. So, like by the time I leave home and then get to the Netherlands, it's going to be like 36 hours, like all up. So it's extremely long time, and which I'm really dreading. And same on the way back. It's going to be a little bit shorter on the way back. Actually, no, it's longer because I've got a longer stopover. But I've been just trying to get things that are going to make that flight as comfortable as possible. So again, I'll give a bit of feedback on that when I'm either when I'm over there or coming back. Anyway, just to honour, I guess with the fact that Triumph has sort of invited me over there to have a look at the studio and that, I thought we'd play some Age of Wonders 4. So finally we get into it. Only 20 minutes in, that's not too bad for me. I thought we'd just keep on playing this one that we were playing before. Just I'm not going to have time to really sort of start a new game. So let's just go to continue. I'm guessing that's the one. Actually, I'll just go to load game, just see where we got up to. Yeah, we're up turn 91. I know we're close to winning, so I'll just go and load it in. I'll do a summary of what it is. This is an exceptional game. Like, this is my favourite game of all time, and it's the whole series. I've enjoyed this series ever since version 1. It's just been absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, that's right. We had this massive fight. Actually, I'm glad I waffled on there for a bit because I'd only just woken up, so I needed time to wake up. This fight looks like it's going to be a bit tricky. This is sort of like our second last fight, and so we're going up against Larissa Mirabilis into this other side here, and so I'll be wanting to she'll need to be destroyed. Our force. We've got 3. I thought we had 4. I thought there was a 4th one somewhere. Anyway, we're besieging her capital. She did actually have to go down with her force to... I think she may have killed off a group that we had down here. I think she attacked something and then came back. We do have scouts and things sort of around the place. Just having a bit of a look around at what's going on. Just saying, don't forget your world box for the flight. Oh yes, I meant to talk about the various apps I've got. I'm really happy with some of the apps. It was funny actually. Where I work, one of the guys said, "Oh, you're going to take your Nintendo Switch," and I thought, actually, not really. I wasn't thinking of taking that, but he said, if you're in the plane and and you're basically you got your tablet, you can end up being unwieldy, like when you've sort of got like a big tablet. So he was saying that if you get the Switch, you can actually just put it into the seat and have it like you can actually hook them into the seat area. Then take the controls off, hook them together, and then just you've got a much more controllable little area. The thing is, what I don't like about the Switch is that the games are so expensive. Like they're painful, and they don't actually have from what I can see, any really good strategy games. So if anyone does have any suggestions, I mean, before I leave, for games that like on this, what I do have. And I find with flights, so if I play anything too complex, I can't concentrate when I'm on a plane. So I don't like complex games. That's why World Box for me is ideal. So I do actually have that on my tablet, it's ready to go. But there's nothing. I can't find anything like that for the Switch. And again, there was a recommendation. From this guy, same guy at work, saying, "I'll get Subnautica." Mr. Worth is saying Switch Unicorn Overlord. I don't know what that is. So I don't know if you're trolling or if you're serious. It's funny if that is actually a game. Now I still don't know if you're trolling me or not. With you're welcome. It's good. Oh really? Okay. I'll have to have a look. Again, if it's a halfling simulator, there's a halfling simulator, it's Cervantes, Google it, said Mr. Worth. Okay, let's have a quick look. Again, I hope you guys don't mind me flicking around like this. Unicorn Overlord. It's funny because I actually bought some coloured pencils, which I'm taking with me as well, which I was going to do some sketching in the plane. And my granddaughter loves unicorns, so she's only 3, but so I was going to be drawing lots and lots of unicorns while I'm gone as well. What was it called again? Unicorn Overlord. And yeah, rate's pretty high. I'll have to grab it, I think, unless it's really expensive. Tactician's Dream. Oh, okay. I'll have a good look at that. I'll leave that one there because that would sort of basically kill a few birds with one stone. Yeah, Armstrong is saying it's getting get a PSP instead of the Switch. It's ahead of its time and better games. Yeah, and also I think you can also play movies on that, whereas you can't do that really easily on a Switch. The Switch is not really like I've got a Switch #1, Switch version 1, not a version 2, so it's a bit old. I just don't play. I don't like playing it. Like I prefer the PC, like for gaming. Anyway, so. Saying you could always use Heroes 2 and VCMI, which is source ports for Heroes Might and Magic 2 and 3. Okay, again, that would be too complex for what I like to play on a plane. But actually, what I did find, which I can't stop playing it. Actually, I downloaded it the other day, is Floating Simulator, and it's a bit hard. Like the which is available on PC but also on Android, and yeah, so this is apps into here for where you basically just sink a ship, and it just you can do it really slowly. And so for me, just setting it up, punching a few holes in a ship, and then watching it sink over the course of like half an hour is, for me, that's going to be perfect for a plane. So I've just been really enjoying it. Actually, that's Sinking Simulator. That's different again. Floating Sandbox in through here. Yeah, anyway, there's a whole heap of. Yeah, it looks like I've had fun with it anyway. I've really quite enjoyed it. So now what else was there? There was another one that I got as well, which was this is another one I'm really looking forward to playing on the what is it? What was it? My something Galaxy. I can't think of what it's called. Something Galaxy. My something. I'll just put Galaxy and just see what it is. Game. Just see if it shows anything through there. My Galaxy, no. Oh, My Galaxy, no. It's not. It's none of these. It's an open. It's a Galaxy Sandbox. And I can't think of what the next name is. I thought it was Planet for a while, and actually I've got it on my phone. Because this one as well, I'm really impressed with it. It looks very good. Just see what it's not great for the phone, but it's I sort of loaded it on the phone and as well as on the other one. Actually, where did I put it? Oh, it's also another one I really like. An really old game was Into the Breach, which is free if you've got Netflix. So I've downloaded that one. Where the hell is it? Just see if I can find it here. I think I installed it on the phone. The Into the Breach is going to get that's about probably the level of difficulty that I could probably take on an aeroplane, I think. But that's an awesome game. I might show these things on Steam because a lot of these games are on Steam. It looks like I didn't actually download it onto this one. My something Galaxy. Anyway, it's but I can't think of what it actually was. But it was it's a really like it's just a simulation, a Galaxy simulation basically that you sort of do go and set up. My Pocket Galaxy. That's it. It's My Pocket Galaxy. It's a really cool little game. You end up unlocking all the different planets and things, and so it's just a little collision game that you sort of end up setting up and sort of playing with as well. Rates pretty highly, but I was, again, for an aeroplane flight, I thought, oh, that's awesome. Like, what an awesome little game that is. Yeah, it's quite, actually, there we go. There's some things of how to unlock certain planets by doing certain things as well. But it just looks, it's just a bit of a time waster. We have enough power for it to last 36 hours. Not really, but then the aircraft itself they've got USB plugs. So I think you get two per seat. Like so, when I went to America last year, there was 2 or 3, and what I didn't get for myself, and I'm going to have to sort of try to get one on the way to the airport, is a USB-C to USB-C, and I've only got USB-A to USB-C, and so I should have actually bought myself a USB-C to USB-C. That way I can make better use of the recharging through there. So I don't think I'm going to run out of charge. I also have a power bank which I bought, which actually they don't like on aeroplanes, so you've got to be very particular about how you sort of handle those, which is again something that is unusual, I guess. So anyway, we'll sort of see how we go there. But anyway, that's this. I was really impressed with this one. The other ones that I've got is if I go to Steam, because there was a few games. There was one that actually I got given to me by a dev for the PC, but I ended up buying it for the Android, just again to play while I'm either away or looking at different things. That was Gam Bonanza. That's it there. And this is one that is it says mostly positive. This is actually a really cool little chess game where things change. It's a random chess game. It's almost like a chess puzzler, but it's also roguelike, and it's really, really good. If you like chess at all, it's a very, very good game. So and I used to play a lot of chess back in the day, but it's quite complex, and it's actually quite hard to end up winning it. Another one that I bought for, like again on Android, was another Steam game that can be played here, and I forget what that was called as well. It's a card game. It's sort of like you're playing poker, but it's a roguelike. I'll just go to roguelike poker and just see if it comes up, and just see if it ends up sort of getting the right look of it. No, it's going for the word poker. No, I can't see. Oh, there we go. Belotro, back and through here. And so this is overwhelmingly positive, 98%. And so this is actually a really cool game as well. And again, I don't have it for the PC, but I bought it for the Android, just as a bit of a time waster. So a poker roguelike, Belotro is hypnotically satisfying deck builder where you play illegal poker hands. And so you've got all these different jokers which do different things as well. So this is a game that, again, I would highly, highly recommend if you just want a bit of a time waster. Well, you still got to think your way through this one. This one is a roguelike poker game. So that's one that I'm again going to be hopefully sinking some hours into it. I've got 36 hours basically to be trying to find things to do. Slay the Spire I wasn't really interested in, so that was sort of one that I wasn't really going for. Into the Breach was another one. Of course, this is an old game, but this has actually been taken over by Netflix. So if you have Netflix on your if you subscribe to Netflix, you can go to the and get it the Netflix version of it on your Android device. So and it costs nothing, so it's free. It's part of your actual Netflix subscription. It was the best of the Netflix games that I could sort of see there. I didn't realise that was the case. Again, this is an old game, like this is from 2018, but it's very positive. 93%, 89% in recent times. Great game, and again, sort of a bit more of a roguelike, with sort of random positioning on a bit of a grid. So certainly a nice, easy one to sort of play along with. I mean, it's probably not as easy as it looks. It may get frustrating on an aeroplane, particularly if I start losing. And so that was another one. Actually, another one that if I go into, actually I'm just trying to think of, I also love playing Sudoku. Absolutely love it. So I've got a heap of different Sudokus, but the one that there's two that I really, really like. I'll just see if I can find it. There's the Cracking the Cryptic Sudoku app. So these are, and they've got their own YouTube channel as well. And so in this case, Cracking the Cryptic is something that I've got, I could buy these anyway. So I absolutely love these. And what these are handcrafted Sudoku puzzles. So if you like doing Sudokus, I would recommend they've got a few different versions. If you don't play a lot of Sudokus and you're maybe like a beginner to average player, don't get the basic stuff that they've got. If I go into let's just go into the purchases in through here. So you need to get Cracking the Cryptic, and then you end up getting like all the different packs with it. Then sort of come off it. So the base one is Cracking the Cryptic, but if you go and have a look, most of these other ones are very, very difficult, except for they've got some called GAS, Genuinely Approachable Sudoku. So I'll just do that and see if it comes up. Generally approachable Sudoku. These are the ones that are so pace. Each puzzle typically takes between 5 and 20 minutes. For me, it takes about 40 minutes. So I'm about double whatever time they say. I'm not a great Sudoku player, even though I love playing it. So the packs are available. You can buy these as well, and I do recommend those. Actually, that's on Steam. That's interesting. So I didn't realise that was actually available on Steam. So, but that is, if you're into Sudokus, these are handcrafted and they are brilliant. Like they're quite tricky. They're quite different. And there was another one that I got, which again I can't think of. It was Logic Puzzles or something like that. Sudoku, which actually uses AI to generate like a lot of what they have, which means that there's a hell of a lot of Sudokus. But I was actually Logic Whiz. That's another one that I've got there. I'll just pop that into the list as well. Again, if you like Sudokus, I do highly recommend this one, Logic Whiz. There's no AI generation with any of the Cracking the Cryptic ones, but there is with this one here. Sudoku. Have I spelled this? Yeah, I spelled it wrong. Your mobile game. And so this one here rates pretty highly. You can sort of see it through there. But these are actually, these are also very, very unusual puzzles with Sudoku, but a lot of these are AI generated. A lot of them aren't, but a lot of them are. And but the difference between this and Cracking the Cryptic is they keep on uploading heaps and heaps and heaps of them. So there's just heaps of Sudokus there to play. And these are so much better than just standard Sudokus. Like they're really amazing. So anyway, that was for me. That's a must-buy if you like Sudokus as well. Those two Sudoku games. Hope you don't mind me just going through all these different recommendations. I'll just read a few of the comments and sort of see where we go. So Chris is saying that said you could always enjoy a nice game of basic chess. You know, I really don't like chess anymore. I mean, I like that app, like the one that I've got, the Gambazino, whatever it is, because of the randomization in it. But basic chess itself, I find, is really constrained. If you don't know the openings, you're screwed. If you're playing anyone that's even half good, and then I don't know, it's not. There's no procedural generation in it, which is why that other game, that roguelike chess game, for me is just it's the perfect blend of the chess pieces. Actually, and even these Sudokus have got they've got chess variants of it as well, which is just with movement of the different numbers and stuff, which again is really, really cool. Anyway, I know I'm sort of a bit unusual in my love of Sudokus. But there you go. There's a few recommendations there. What else do we have? I've got just reading a few more. Maybe you can find a plane crash simulator. The other passengers will love that. I actually have one. It's that floating simulator. Floating simulator, and I can hopefully show it here a little bit. It's the Android version has got an aeroplane. It's one of the things you can then sort of. I'll just load it up, so it'll load into here. Hang on, I'll just get it going. And pick. There's heaps of different craft you can sort of then go and grab. Like a lot of these are fictional. Some of them are sort of historically based. I'll snap through until we find the. There is one aeroplane though, so you can actually sink the aeroplane. There we go. jet aircraft. So that's the jet aircraft there. Just throw it in. So it's then sort of ready to be sunk in the actual in the thing. There it goes. It's just hit the water. It'll bounce back up again. I'll just punch some holes in it so that when it floats, goes back into the water again, it'll start to sink. Sorry about it being so small. So some of the electrics just went out there. It's actually a really cool little sim. So there is so I do have a plane crash simulator there. It's actually now filled up with water, and it's about to start sinking very, very soon. Anyway, it's going to be it's a fun game, this one, I've got to say. I really do enjoy this a lot. So I'll just get rid of that one. So anyway, I'll be playing that a lot, I think. Yeah, what do we get up to? Yeah, I'm not going to play that one though on the plane. You know, power. Yeah, power shouldn't be a problem. I'm not allowed to use a power bank on the plane, but they do actually have the recharging ports. So Rupert's saying, have a wonderful trip. You deserve it. Thanks for that. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, Slay the Spire, not really. I don't love that game. I've played a bit of it. Racky the Red is saying Belatro and Through the Ages are my go-to iPad games when I'm travelling. I don't know Through the Ages. I saw that listed somewhere, actually. Again, I'm going to have so much time. Through the Ages, one of the greatest board games of all time. Hundreds of cars to build a mighty civilization. That's on Steam. You can have a look at that there. I don't mind these games also being old either. And if they are based on a board game, that's actually not a bad thing either. Yeah, okay, legendary board gaming through there. So now we've got the... I'll just keep on reading through the list. I know there's... so Private Joe is saying at Armstrong Cheese, actually Slay the Spy disappointed me quite a bit. I was late to the game, as I usually am, and in the meantime I had played other similar games I ended up liking more. Yeah, I'm sort of finding Slay the Spire defines a genre, but I don't like the genre, to be honest. I sort of now I tend to avoid Slay the Spire type games. I don't like having the two different forces that sort of end up fighting each other across the middle. I prefer hex, you know, where you're sort of moving elements around. You know, for me, that's sort of the one that we go through there. Beacon saying a luck Sudoku is slightly more than going to the dentist. And I'm not bad at it either. Okay. So, yeah, Beacon saying, yeah, he's disappointed by Slay the Spire as well. Yeah, it's one of those games that it's an important game because of what it defines for a genre. And there's certainly, I'd like the idea, actual Tabletop Tavern is coming very, very soon. When I get back, I'll probably have a few days and then I'm going to be allowed to show that game. Have a look at that. If you like Slay the Spire, Tabletop Tavern for me is the perfect. And there's actually a demo. I do highly recommend that you have a look at this, guys. Tabletop Tavern. So it's coming soon. And I do actually have the actual version. It's coming the 12th of June. So I'll be back about a week before it goes. The way that this works is that you essentially have like an army that you build up over the time. And so where it sort of works is you've got almost like a total war style fight, which is really good. Like they've done it so well back and through here with different types of units you can then sort of add to your army as you progress. This is your Slay the Spire type arrangement as you walk through the actual tabletop. So you've got to get from one end of the table to the other end of the table with an army that you build up along the way. It is absolutely, this is going to be an absolute ball breaker of a game when it comes out. So, you know, and you can grab the demo now, and I do highly, highly recommend it. The demo's got a lot of replayability in it as well. This was one of these real surprise packets that I played the demo, and just, I know I'm going to love this game. It's just got so much in it. But this, for me, I don't think I could play, like, this is Slay the Spire taken to the ultimate degree. So I think if you like the idea of the progression of Slay the Spire, and you like you know, sort of real-time sort of combat, this game is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. I've been playing it a fair bit actually. Just I've got an embargo version. I'm not allowed to. I don't even think I'm supposed to talk about it yet. But anyway, I'm talking about it now because I'm going to be gone. But keep an eye open for this one. This is one of the most wishlisted games that came out of the Next Fest from a couple of months ago. Extremely good. Okay, so Raven sort of saying, welcome in Netherlands, Daz. Thank you for that. I'll be spending a lot of like the time that I'm sort of not there. I'll be in Haarlem. That's actually where I'm going to be sort of basing myself. I didn't want to go to Amsterdam because it looks a bit too busy for me. I'm not really used to crowds, so I'm a bit agoraphobic in that sense. I'll just pause that. But that's this. Watch out for this game. This is going to be a monster. I do have the Sudoku game installed, but I only play the classic version. Maybe I should try. Oh, the other modes are unbelievable. Like, you know, I started off playing a Sudoku one called Andoku, which was actually really good as well. Like, that actually was just standard Sudoku. But if you do go and get that Logic Whiz, that's a good. Like, the cracking the cryptic is next level. Like, theirs is phenomenal. But the Logic Whiz versions of Sudoku will step you through a lot of the concepts, and they do it in probably a cleaner way than the cracking the cryptic apps do. And there's so much more that you can actually do with those Logic Whiz ones as well. So if you like standard Sudokus, once you start playing the variants, you won't go back. I can't play a normal Sudoku now. They're just way too boring in comparison. Chris is then saying, have you heard of Usiana for Android? It's a Mu 2 clone, very basic but addictive. I'll look up that one as well. Just get back. I'll keep that one there. We don't need this one anymore. So I'll keep these open for when I finish the stream. UCIANA. That's what I love about doing these streaming, because it's sort of oh, there we go. Yeah, it looks like it's a fairly simple game. I'll keep that open as well. Actually, I'll have a look at trying to get a few of these installed on my tablet before I have to leave. Slay the Spire put the genre into the picture, but newer games have perfected the mechanics, so I find them much more interesting. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it's fair. Have you seen Soville? I did actually download it, but I haven't played it yet. It's also on Steam, so I did actually. I think you may have recommended that the other day, and I thought I'll have a look at that. And that's, but I haven't even opened it. I just downloaded it afterwards. So it's in my try list. So Raymond sort of saying Haarlem is a nice old city. Amsterdam is overrated anyway. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's sort of one of these things where, I mean, everyone says you must go to Amsterdam. Like, you know, it's a must sort of go to city. But for me, when I was looking at what was around, I was either he came down to, and I'm only going to spend a couple of days there, but I was either going to spend the time at Utrecht or at Haarlem, because they both looked like they were a bit more quiet. And then I sort of thought, oh look, I'll go to Utrecht and actually sort of spend time there, because I really love history. And so I thought I'll go there and actually base myself there. But when I looked at the price of accommodation, I changed my mind to Haarlem. So that was the main reason for going to Haarlem in the end. But I'm actually not disappointed with the choice of going to Haarlem. I'm really looking forward to it. Hi, I'm Paluco. How are you going? You David saying, hello Daz, so pleased to hear that you're going to be having a trip to visit Triumph Studios. For me, Age of Wonders 4 is my favourite game of all time, and I've been super impressed with the DLC so far. Yes, absolutely. By the way, again, guys, I'll just mention, if you do actually have anything you want me to ask the devs, just let me know in the chat while we're live. I may not be able to see it by the time I sort of go on the plane. I'm leaving in about 4 hours' time, and I still have to pack properly. So I've sort of only partially packed. So yes, but if you do actually have things you are keen on me asking the devs, then just pop it in the chat. And if you've got feedback on the game as well, just put it in there, and I'll just copy paste it into and take it with me. I'll just sort of put it into like a Discord. In fact, even if you're thinking about it, I think on my Discord there's actually an Age of Wonders 4 area. I think there is, and maybe if you pop it in there, it'll come up and it'll tell me when there's stuff interesting in there. So any feedback like that, I'll probably end up putting whatever feedback you give me as a post in there anyway, just so I can actually have it on my phone for when I'm actually with the guys at Triumph. So anyway, it's going to be a fun time there. So I'll keep these open, actually. I'll have to try to get these downloaded before I leave. Yeah, this looks good. Looks very good. So, well, yeah. Look, I like those sort of games that, you know, where I can just invest a few hours at a time. It's not going to be too taxing. All right, we can't put this off any longer. We've got this massive battle that we have to then go and fight. Now, this from memory, and it's been a couple of weeks now since we were playing this particular one here. We're 90 odd turns in, turn 91, which means we're near the end of the game. Usually when I'm playing the game, I'm usually at about my strongest at around about now, but we've still got a few little things that we need to be bringing in. I've got 5 groups that can still move around. I haven't been able to scout everywhere with this one, but we have to close in on where everyone else actually is. So what I might do is I might just move this one off just to go back and explore a little bit more of the Fog of War, just to open it up. This one is purely, God, it's a beautiful game. It's so beautiful. You've got these guys down underground. Now this is stronghold in through here. This is actually where, oh, we're besieging this as well. Okay, we've got 2 sieges going on. These guys here are, well, they're really just sitting around. I'll have to analyse this as well. 4 turns before this one kicks in. I'm assuming that they will attack me as well. So we have some pretty powerful units in there. Yeah, I'm thinking, I wonder if we shouldn't use those for that. They can reach everywhere. They can move underground faster than what I can. If I move this one back, I'm in trouble. So I can't, actually maybe I can move this one. No, this one's still not going to be able to move close enough. We do have an outpost over here. So we're playing as the elves in this case. We'll have to see what happens here. Maybe I should analyse this one now. How are we going here? 1100. 1100, 900, another 1100. So they're going to be able to get about 3,600 in terms of power. We have 1,700, 1,100, 1,500. So just looking at the power ratings here, we actually looks like we should be able to hold on. We do actually have these in reserve. The trouble is that nearly any of their groups, see it's 0 there, they can actually reach to there, which is why I must have positioned these back in here. So I'll just leave them where they are. Now I've got this one here as well, which is just another scout. So I'm really just sort of checking things out, checking where things actually are. I might. Where do we want to go? Might head over this way, I think. And then we have this. So this is now, we caught them unawares. They were down in here, and I forget what happened down here. I don't know if there was a battle or something. I think we may have lost a battle. Just have a look and see if these are damaged. They're all okay. They're okay. Yeah, these were damaged somehow. So these were in some sort of combat. So this is an army that we have where we've got like a Geomancer, an Entwined Scourge in through this other side, Dragoons, Mage-Lock Cannons. So even though we're besieging this city, I can still attack these and sort of and hopefully win this one fairly easily. So I'll do a Control S so we can sort of save scum. This game is designed for save scummers. So this is a low risk battle. We've got 5,000 points against their 3,500. What else have they got? We've got a lot of heroes here. She's level 12. This is Larissa herself. If we can take her out early, we may not be able to because she's actually a mage, so she'll stay back. But if we can somehow get rid of her before too long, it'll mean that her spell casting will be stopped. She'll probably be back just in time before the final assault goes in. That one there is melee strike, and then we've got a couple of entwined protectors. They're not going to be really worrying us too much. More mage lock cannons and an evoker there as well, just with some lightning damage. Where's our dragons? I know that we've got a dragon or two. And they've also then got these dragoons. The dragoons can be difficult. Anyway, let's go and take them in. This is where the game for me absolutely shines. Hi Tenru, how are you going? Now we've got Horns fan is saying, watch out for the bicycles in Amsterdam, almost more dangerous than cars there. Yes, I think it's everywhere, sort of. So I'm going to be spending a couple of days basically bike riding the countryside. So I hopefully will get used to the road rules, because it's the opposite side of the road for me, and I'll sort of try to get used to that one. It's funny because I troll my wife a lot. She's German, and she's she's got sort of like German heritage, and so she doesn't get sarcasm as much as I guess other people do, and so she whenever I do anything, she just rolls her eyes. Like she can take a joke, but it's funny. She's it's just different. Anyway, if you've I hope I'm not insulting German people by saying that, but anyway, she like I've been watching downhill mountain biking in Europe. It's just phenomenal what these guys do, and I've been trying to sort of trick her just to make it sound like that's how they ride their bikes there, but she didn't fall for it. I was sort of thinking that might be something that would that she'd go for. I trolled her once before about that I was into flat Earth a little bit, and and my daughter who lives in a different state was coming to visit us, and so I told her about what was happening and said I'd play along, and so when she arrived, my wife said to my daughter, I'm a bit worried about your dad because he keeps on watching all these flat Earth videos, and anyway, and all she said was, yeah, well, there's something in it, and that's all she actually said, and anyway, my wife didn't say anything for about 2 weeks, and then after my daughter had left, she said, bit worried about it, like I think she's falling for it. Anyway, it was just a troll, but she ended up getting me a flat Earth shirt after that, so that's all good. Anyway, we can't hold this off any longer. This is important, so we will get into it now. There's a few different things that are happening with this particular attack. We do actually have Spelljammer, so the enemy costs 100% combat casting points. That is going to hurt us. So we've got 125, I think, when we go into the combat. We have Summoning Well, so friendly combat casting spells cost less mana, so they're going to have the ability to cast spells more effectively. And Thunderstorms, so each turn in combat all units become wet. One random unit takes 20 lightning damage. Now this is all units. This is not bad at all. Now before we do it, can we do, because we've got casting points for the world map, and we have casting points for the actual battle map. And if I go back in, I may be able to. I did do a quick save, so if I need to, I can do it here. We've got a few different things. We've got Blizzard. All units in the target enemy sustain frost damage and suffer status resistance. So I'll see if I can actually play this one out. That's a good one for us. What else do we have? Flash freeze. So enemy units in a province suffer frost damage. Yep, the province gains. I don't know if I can play that in their territory, but this would be good. I'll see if I can play it. If not, I'll save Scum back out. Now, can I do it? Spells blocked by Spelljammer. So I can't actually apply that, which means I can't use any of them anyway. So I'm just going to go cancel. It's now ready though, so I don't want to be wasting the points. So I'm just going to go back in. We'll just load back in that quick save. And bring it in. Yeah, so Spelljammer is what stopped me there. Okay, so Tenru is saying, will we finally get a fanboy emote once you come back from your trip? Maybe more than ever at that time. Yeah, actually, I've got to think what that could be. Yeah, I keep on forgetting to do it. There's so many little things like that that I should be getting into. Now, when we actually attack, so before we actually do this attack, whoever I attack with will take the center spot out of the three armies that we'll be attacking, and the army that we attack will be also in the center. So we can sort of start to pick and choose who we're going to go for within a certain range. I don't know if I want these in the center. I mean, I sort of do. Like that would be good. What I can't do is actually go in and attack this one easily because it's going to then break the siege. I can actually go in here though. So I can actually keep the siege going. So actually I can, yeah, I might do that. As long as we're sort of on the edge of the city. All right, so the siege is still going, that's fine. And I can now move this one back in to attack this one centrally. This one here, we have like a lot of, what do we have in here? Longbows, constrictors, White Witch, Houndmaster, and Bannerman. And we also then have Began the Brave, there we go, with his melee strike and cleaving sweep. Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's do another quick save, and this way we're going to split their forces up into two, I think. I think that's sort of how that will then work. So let's go into manual combat. Now the wetness is going to help us because of the freezing ability that we have. We're frostlings, we've become frostling elves. Yeah, everyone's wet. Did they get wet as well? Or maybe it's only us that gets wet. Oh, you know, they're wet as well. Now, the ideal thing about having, like, being a frostling when you've got wetness around is it's going to make life a bit easier. Now, they've gone off. That's where their hero is. That's where their spellcasting is going to come from. And then they've just got a smaller group back up through here. Going through the different units, if you're sort of unused to playing Age of Wonders, the thing I look for, the heroes, you'll sort of have to have a look at them individually, see what they're up to. And it's been long enough now that I've actually forgotten what I've actually got and what they do. If there's you can see the little Roman numerals. Usually if there's a 1 or a 2, it means that it's pretty much whatever it's showing through here. So I can tell that that's a mage, like that little symbol there is for a mage. Level 2 shouldn't be too tricky. Like mages often will have something special about them. But in this case, we've really just got frostbolts, and we also then have a champion freezing blast in through here. They're a champion because they've actually gone through and they've leveled right up. So they're exalted level, so that makes them super powerful. When they get to level 3, often there's going to be differences or nuance into the attack that they can then go and do. So this is a level 3 ranged unit, and so we have standard shoot bow here. Now I've actually been able to extend the range of these elves, so we end up with range 6. And these do a lot of damage ultimately, and they do a whole lot of stuff anyway, like they slow them down, there's Sons of Defense, etc., etc. But we also have this long shot at range 8, so I can actually sort of use this one, which does, it's one attack. I can only use it, like, I've got to have all 3 action points ready to go. If I go and click on that one, they've kept everyone back away from that particular attack, so I can't actually make use of that attack right now. So that one does have this special attack if it doesn't move, and I think there's a cooldown on that one, cooldown of 2, so I can't keep on using it. I've got another longbow there, same sort of deal, so that's going to be the same. The tier 2, these are just going to be, the constrictors are a little bit unusual because they actually have this this ability to pull units down towards them, and this particular hero, this is Sapio the Duelist. Now it's always important to sort of have a look to see what your heroes can then get up to. So we've got 100 points, so not a hell of a lot of hit points, good protection though. We've got defense, Stonewall defense, which can sort of protect units around it. It does basic damage there, pretty weak in terms of the actual damage. It's running a spider, so you can shoot a web. We've got Saint's Fervour. We want to get the fervour up. This one is it's like a battle saint. We've got Bless. Target friendly unit gains +1 fortune. So I might do that as well. Caster is healed. Actually, I might leave that a little bit. What's the cooldown too? I can jump with the spider, and I can also then heal up. So heals target friendly unit for 30 temporary hit points. So we can make use of that one. No actual spell casting in there though. Then we have a tier 5 unit. So these are sort of like super powerful. And these often have very, very unusual attacks and stuff like that. So the Horn God. So this is an uber level force. So reclaiming bolt, so single magical attack at target unit, reclaim, heals an allied unit adjacent to the target, so plus 15, and the shadow dedication, we've sort of gone down the shadow route with our elves, and so plus 4 damage on flanking attacks per stack, effects that increase with single shot attacks. So these are just a single attack, 39 blight damage when it does go through, but can actually heal someone next to someone that they're fighting. Then we actually have this Wild Eruption. There's a cooldown of 2. This one here, so range 6, within a 1 hex radius, deals physical damage to all units and obstacles. Summons living vines into each unoccupied hex. So we'll be wanting to do that to sort of, I don't know if I've got another one of them on the other side. No, I don't. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot to go up after this one over here. I think I'll take these 2 stacks to head this way, and we'll just go. Have we got another hero here? No. And these are the ones that took a bit of damage, so I'm sort of happy enough to try to take these on. Anyway, this guy here has also then got this one here as well, Animate Flora. So target Flora obstacle transforms into a floral stinger unit under your control. This summons lasts for 3 turns, and it's going to be 2 of those that can be used every turn. Now, I can move this one up. I get a single shot there against these dragoons, so I can actually apply that one right from the very, very start by moving him up to there. He has got 170 hit points, so he's got a hell of a lot. We also have this little unit, this Warhound. This one is summoned in at the start of the combat, and it's not something we have to really concern ourselves with. It's an expendable unit, so we don't need to worry about it, but it can actually go in front of the Horn God. And that I think would be a good start. Now they've also then got themselves a tier 4 unit, the Entwined Scourge in through here. This one here has got like repeating entwining bolts, so unleashes a magical bolt at the target enemy. That's all fine. It's got electrification as well, and it's also then got sap strength, so enemy units in a 1 hex radius have a base 90% chance of receiving 3 stacks of weakened for 3 turns, and the caster then becomes more strengthened. So he is probably the most dangerous one. We also have a couple of tier 3 mage locks, actually the mage lock and then the mage lock cannon. The cannon is a problematic one because it can actually fire. If I press the Alt key, I can then sort of see what it can actually hit. So it can hit that area there. Yeah, so it can hit further out through here, but it can't move and fire. So it can cover the whole lot. What we don't want to have is allowing it to get multiple shots in on us. So again, a bit of an unusual one, that one. So we need to spread out and give it targets. So that's as far as we can go there. I will actually take that one. So we'll move this one up into this position. We'll move this one up. Now I can reanimate this Flora, so we can summon this unit in, or I can do the attack. And I think that the attack is going. Actually, no, it's not that good. This one does actually have blight protection. Let's do this. Floral Stinger, and so I can now hit this one, start to do some damage. I also have a poisonous spores as well, so we can actually then do that one. Not going to do as much damage as this. And it's constricted, so it has to stay there. That will now stop it from being able to attack because it's now, unless they can kill this thing off. This thing's got 100 points, actually. That's actually pretty damn good. So I no longer have to worry about this unit because this has now locked it in. So that's a good start for us. which means I can bring this one up if I wanted to back into here somewhere. Let's just have a bit of a look to see what we can do. I can get some shots here. So I can actually move that one up to there. So I don't want that to get in the way. Sort of tempted to go a bit further back up. Let's just move to there for now. I can always just do more movement. Actually, I'll go there and just lock it in. I don't think there's much that these can do. And we do have blessings, which I won't worry about. Just put the stone wall up. That's going to then give this guy a lot more protection. So the shield wall goes up with +3 there. Now the constrictor as well. I want to bring that one up through the forest. So we'll start to sort of lock things down. This one here we can now start to get just a single shot. Do an 85% chance there. So we've got a 49% chance of slowing this one down, 24% chance of getting Sunder Defense, and a 49% chance of putting in a life seed into it as well. So just reading a few more. So instead of saying, Daz, going to the TwitchCon while you're going to the Netherlands, when's that? And I don't even know where or when that is. Someone mentioned it. I think I miss it. This weekend, this coming weekend. Oh no, I don't know much about it, to be honest. Otherwise, I probably would have tried to have got to it, but it's not in the Netherlands, though, is it? This coming weekend. I'll have to have a look at that one. In Rotterdam? You're kidding? You're kidding. Hang on. Now we have to check this out. TwitchCon. Luckily, I've got all my merch. Oh, you're right. TwitchCon Rotterdam. That's right near where Triumph Studios are. 30th to 31st of May. Oh, wow. I don't know. I'll have to have a look at it. I never thought of it. I'll leave that open as well. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I want to subject myself to this. I don't know if it's my sort of I don't know if it's my cup of tea, to be honest. I don't like the rah-rah-rahness of Twitch, like where people just go, like where it's just full on. Yeah, I don't know if I want to, maybe, I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. It's, I've got no idea actually what it's like. Yeah, interesting. I'll keep everything open for that one. I'll see what it's. I had no idea. All right, that's really that's thrown everything into a bit of a spin. Actually, that's quite an interesting thing. It's just I don't know. I don't know if it's my crowd. To be honest, guys, I don't know if it's my crowd. And I'm pretty sure on that day, on the 30th, I think I do have time. So I could technically do it. But I don't know what I'd be going into. Yeah, 2 full official days of Twitch madness. See, that's not me. Twitch madness is not what I am. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to. I am a partner, so. But yeah, maybe I don't know. Anyway, it's. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll leave that one there. But that's now got me thinking. I've now sort of thinking that would be interesting. Okay, so Private Joe saying, I actually thought your trip was related to TwitchCon. No, not at all. Not even slightly. And I don't think I'm interested. I'll have to see I may go, but I'll I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that one. It's now it has. I knew it was around, but I thought it was actually in Germany or somewhere like that. Anyway, let's go for this guy. The 85% is a 2-hit for the actual and you find this with the range units, they do actually have a 2-hit percentage. If I go and look at this one through here, you see this is 45%. When you see the 45, there's another 25 on top of that for a graze, which is like half damage. And you'll see there that the line that goes across there actually hits those 2 units and then turns into like a red line. This one here is solid all the way through, which means I've got like a clear shot. But if I press the control key, excuse me, I can see what's going on here. So you can see there, I've got a minus 25% for long range, which is sort of making, that's essentially what's, I've got 110% is my base accuracy for these units, but I do have a minus 25% for long range. This one here, I've got minus 25% for long range, but I'm also got minus 40% because I'm obscured by other units. And so these guys are obscured. So this is my better shot. I'm guaranteed of doing some damage at least, whereas this one here, I've got like maybe a 70% chance of doing damage, but there's still a 30% chance, is a bit too much. So Siv is saying it's convention just like others, just focus around Twitch. Okay, I think 24 and 25 Europe Twitch cons were in Rotterdam too. Okay, yeah, sort of. Okay, that's interesting. That's really got me interested. Okay, we didn't get any of the specials. None of those that were applied. We've got another longbow in through here again. So see, I've got poor shots there. I do have a 60% from back in here, just because it's even longer range. Let's just go for it. So in this case, if I go and now these are all clustered together, which can be a bit of a target. But anyway, if I go and press the control key there, minus 50% because it's got long range times 2. We've sort of got like double long range. And it resisted everything yet again. Can't do anything with this one, so I'll just lock that one into defensive mode. And then we've got these. These move slowly, but they're more powerful. I think they've got more range. I think we ended up got these so that they move slowly, but have got more range on what they do. This freezing blast is range 5 as well. I'll just move it up, sort of up and out of the way. I think we'll swing past this guy, take this one out. This is actually a Watcher, which has got lightning bolts. And also has psychic gaze, which can stun units, so we have to be a little bit careful of that one. So, but at least it can't dominate. Now we have got a hero here. This is Began the Brave, so he will bravely move in. He also has his stone wall defense. His resistance is not fantastic, and so if we have someone like this. Yeah, again, these are going to be slow moving in. The Bannerman would be a good one for us to have, just to bolster the resistance. Let's fly across. So Began, we could send Began further up, or I can just put Began in front here. I think I'll just do that. And we'll put the ward up here. So then give everyone... So Began has now gone to 12. He went from 6 to 12, which is great. So what do you think? What do you think if there was a Paradox Con in 2027? Yeah, look, that's something I would always be interested in seeing. Actually, I think it's. I've never been able to go to one of those, but that is something that I thought it looks like it's a good event. I don't know if they're doing them though anymore. Are they? At the Houndmaster, this one should have released more hounds. We got some hounds down this way. I'll move this one up in this direction. Actually, maybe even still back across this other side. With the White Witch there, I'll move that one across here. The Houndmaster does get a shot there. Let's go and take it. These units have been in our armies for a long time. They're sort of like they're very high level. Oh, the Horned God, that was a free move, that one. I forgot about that. So we still actually have this attack as well. Let's There's no other extra bits and pieces there. This hound, I'll move it up this way. Constrictor, I'll just move back up into this defensive formation. I've only got a 40% chance there. I'll still take it across and we'll give it a go. Again, these are longbows. I want to get close enough to be able to smash these. Oh, there we go. We've got the Sons of Defense. So it's now got it's been slowed. It's got life seed. So when this unit dies, it heals a unit in the caster side within 4 hexes by 20 temporary hit points, and also has got the Sons of Defense. So its defenses have gone down by 1. Back over here we have Tiberna Forester, who has got like a whole lot of different things that she can do as well. So Sunder Earth deals damage to enemy units in a 1 hex radius. She doesn't have a hell of a lot of hit points, so we have to be careful. So she's a bit squishy with what she can then go and do. Focused Evocation, we've got the Frostfire, which doesn't cause burning, which is important. We've got a few different things we can do here. The big one is this one here, Decisive Command. With Decisive Command, I can give somebody another go, and we have these knights have got 190 hit points. The war banner, yeah, that's going to go. Now, what I would like is to get this one to have a crack at the leader. Now, these units are all flying. Yeah, I've got one there as well. So I can't actually reach that one, but I can put this one in front just to sort of take up the damage. And we've got another knight there as well. So I can sort of move these up, just getting them ready to assault this group. I may even put a couple of them over this other side. Let's start with this one here. We've got a 60% against any one of these. Now she can move up pretty close, but I don't need to go too close, and I can stay in behind this area through here. She doesn't get a chance to use any of these. If I go to there, I've got a couple of shots. That one's within 4. Yeah, I can do that. I'll take that. And again, the game does reward save scumming if you do need to do it. Now we do have dragoons. Dragoons are actually more dangerous to us. Yep, it's been condemned. That makes it a bit more easy for us to then go and hit it. So I want to put this one in. Oh, I screwed up. I just screwed up. Damn it. I don't think I did a load. I'll just quickly go back and start this again. That was the whole idea of going to there was actually for a different reason. I'll just quickly go through. I don't have to explain what I was doing anymore, so I can just quickly go through all of those different moves. If I have my action point and finish them off, I can't then do the free action point stuff, and that one is very important that we actually make good use of that. So unfortunately we're stuck here again. All right, so you move up to that one moves up to there. This one moves up to here. It then creates this one over through here, animate flora. Now we don't know if we're going to be able to constrict this one, but we'll see how we go. We hit this one. Yeah, constricted is all we want. That then makes that safe. We moved that one up to there. And then lock that one in. We can jump as well. I can actually jump into, for example, this region here. It then will... it's sort of one of these things where it could be useful, because it'll stop this one from then operating as well. I think it does. Actually, what does this one have? Yeah, it cannot be used when within an enemy zone of control, and that one as well. And I do actually have the web. You know, I think I'll do that. Actually, before I do it, I don't want to make it so that it's harder for these guys to have their shot. So again, I'll wait until we're a bit closer. Just so we can hit this one. Graze. That one can't do anything. So there's nothing else that gets in the way of this one, so we'll just move this one up. This one here we're going to jump. And I can then just use the web and try to lock down this one and this one. There is the immobilization, unfortunately, but it does mean that we're facing this direction. They will try to run, and so we'll see how we go with that. I'll do a quick save again now. Come and do this one now as well. So we've got the 95% chance there. So I'll take that. We don't have her shot just yet though. We move this one up to here, and everyone else can fly over the top, so I don't have to worry about blocking off anything. So we do actually have this shot in here. This time we didn't get it. The previous time we got everything, so that's what you get for save scumming, I guess. So before we have our shot, this is what I did wrong last time. I need to give this one another go. Oops, hang on. Now I can have the turn here. It doesn't seem like much, but this one getting another shot, I can now start to do more damage. But I can also use this on the hero at the back there. So this one does have frost protection. I'll just do that anyway. Actually, I forgot about this unit. Anyway, that's going to be fine. I just want to start the process. Now, if the cannon's going to be able to sort of pretty much go and get anything in the line. So what I don't want to be doing is, for example, moving to there or there. I could move to there and make that so it's then got a bit of a target, or I can offset it. That one then sort of almost forces them to come back into both of these, but I sort of need to protect it. In this case, I'll go an offset, I think. It sort of lines these up, but I think again, it's look, I can move down into here. I think I'll actually get ready to attack, even though it's sort of opening it up for an attack here with both of these units. Alright, now we've got these as well. Again, we don't have the full action there. Missed. Oh, that's right, I meant to keep these back a little bit. It's been slowed. Yep, there's different things added in. This one here, we've still got another attack. Alright, there we go. So we've ended the turn there. Yeah, so do a quick save when you're at a point that you think you may have to come back to. Now the wetness is going to cause problems for us with their electrical attacks. Yeah, big damage in through there. Yeah, by lining them up, we sort of invite that. Oh, wow. So that's a big failure there. So that's a massive one. This is already now something we just have to redo because that's way too much damage coming back her way. So we have to rethink how we handle that one. Let's just see what else happens in through here. It's been entwined. Yeah, losing our queen is too much. That's a big attack against that knight. And again, you see how I had lined up units and made it so that they it was just a bit too difficult to deal with them. Like it was, you know, they ended up doing multiple damage against me. So often just playing through a little bit to see what sort of damage happens can be a good start. We didn't take too much damage down this way. But overall, this is going to be too much. So I think what we'll do is we'll restart the combat because putting her in that position, this is where one hex can make all the difference in this game. What we had though was this one here had a special attack. It's got power cleave, or was it something different? One of them had an ability to do like a line. We had this one as well, which actually was the thing that did a lot of damage down this way. So this mage lock cannon did cause issues for us. Funny, I thought there was another one as well. Maybe it was just the mage lock that was the thing. So let's go and just restart because you know, we're not going to be happy with that result. So we will learn from that. Yeah, so Sapio was saying the last one was in 2024. Yeah, I thought that they'd stopped doing them. And I don't know if they're interested in putting any more of those on. Yeah, being saying I'd like to go to a Dwarf Fortress Con where there could be tutoring clinics. Sapio saying I've been to two of the Paradox Cons in 2018 and 2019. Okay, it's pretty cool actually. Okay, so Hugh David's saying, in Age of Wonders 4, when building structures in cities, the boost system creates a race to chain buildings as fast as possible to maximise production. Prefer slower play settings. Yeah, rather than rewarding how fast you build, could cities develop unique traits or identify based on which buildings you choose to prioritise? That'd be good actually to be able to specialise like that. I mean, you end up just basically getting everything, don't you, by the time we're at this phase of the game. Taffy says, still plays Age of Wonders 3, there we go, and Taffy saying Age of Wonders 4 is 66, yeah, I'll wait for a big sale. Yeah, they do come on sale, and there is more DLC on the way as well, so usually there's a sale around that time. You know, saying currently there's no upkeep cost to buildings, which means that there's no real trade-off or decision making. You just build everything eventually. Yeah. Could adding a small maintenance cost to buildings encourage more deliberate strategic city planning? You know, it's one of the things that Elemental does really well with their cities. You have to specialise the city when it gets to level 2, and then you get unique buildings from that specialisation, and then when it gets to level 3, it then splits off into another 3 different specialisation choices within the first specialisation. So you end up having very, very unique cities that way. So I think that, I think you're right. Actually, the way that Elemental does it is actually a much better system. All right, let's go back and do this yet again. So you're gonna, oh, I've already screwed up. Sorry, guys. Because we need to get our war dogs in there, the war hounds. By moving that one to there, I can't get the war dogs in, and I do want them to be taking the brunt of the attacks. I don't believe it, but I'm going to run out of time. I don't even know if we'll finish this one battle. It's embarrassing. I guess we've spoken about a lot of games though. Your maintenance costs I don't like the idea of. I was against it even for the way that they did it with units, like with mana. There was something that I just feel that I wish there was a better system. I don't know what that system is. So I need to bring these up to there, and then I can move this one up. Then we can change these bushes into animated flora. That can then attack this and hopefully constrict it. Yep, that's got it. And then we hopefully web these. Oh, they're both immobilised. Okay, well that does stop it there. That was a different outcome. That's already better than what we had. Let's do a Control S at that point. Move that one around. Oh, I've screwed up again with this. I've got the less. I've got the 65. Anyway, I'll just go for it. Oh, we still got a graze, which isn't bad. And yeah, I knew that there was a reason that I wasn't placing him there. Yep, they missed. Well, I get that, I guess. Every little move has to be done in exactly the right position. It is like playing chess, this game. Can't do anything there. We have the ward here. Get Vegan into there. Get the Constrictor into here. Put this one up. Now the mistake we made here was that we ended up moving into a vulnerable position where I had to end up getting lines. I've got to keep her back because she's only got 80 and very, very limited health. I've got to make use of her after the others start attacking. So she really has to sit back. I can still do what I did with the other bits and pieces. Still go this way. We did slow it that time. Don't know if we did last time. And again, I don't want to have the units too lined up. move these across just so that again these cannons can't do really big damage. Oops, go that way. I'm happy enough for that one to sit there. I don't need to risk her, so I'm just going to pop her at the back here. But I will make use of this other attack. A few other things we can do here as well. Refreshes all ability cooldowns. Yeah, let's just leave it where she is. So just keep her defensive. So these guys will now still have one big attack. Constrictor, Big and the Brave, really can't do anything else just yet. Alright, we haven't really set ourselves up with massive targets anymore for them. So so this is actually looking pretty good. Actually, we've still got this attack here. I'm glad we didn't end the turn. And their greys. Yeah, we just passed disease onto one of these from Sapure. Yeah, they're targeting different things now, which is good. Oh, no, they did go that way. Okay, that's interesting. That was a big one. It's been taunted. It's been stunned, unfortunately. It's been entwined. Now we'll be able to use inversion on this guy, which will then sort of get rid of all those negatives. These are ultimately quite powerful. Okay, we've sundered the defense of this unit. Right, so we'll do a quick save here because this is where we want to come back to, I think, at this stage. So these have all taken a little bit of damage. The targets that we want to make sure that we keep on smashing this one. And we want to try to get it constricted. Yeah, got it. So that one can't move off. This one can't move because of where it actually is as well. We do actually have Saint's Fervour. So castle uses all stacks of fervour. We've got, for fervour we have got, actually I thought we'd have more. We don't have any. Bless, which is a freebie. I'll do that one there. I can heal up. But in reality, let's ditch this one. start to hit that one. We could hit that one as well. I can start to freeze these as well. I think some of these are wet. Yeah, that one's still wet. Which sort of works in our favour as well. It works in their favour to a degree. We can constrict either one of these. I can pull that one in and kill it. Okay, let's kill that one. So that one's down. What sort of damage are we doing here? It's a 100% chance to hit. Let's get rid of this guy. Is that one wet? Yeah, that one's wet as well. Wild Eruption. That's a good one. So I've got all those there. Kill that one off. That's good for us. We've pretty much got that one now covered. I'm going to try to freeze this one. This one is wet as well. So I might as well use this one over here, just so I can shuffle the others around. 88% chance of freezing this one. That's now frozen, so it's like being stunned for a turn. Now the hunter, these are attacking this unit, but I don't think we have to worry about it. Let's just go back to this one here. I'll just do another control save, because this is now where we're going to have a lot more other choice that we can then go and do. So I do have, I've got this one here, which is Ritual of Elements. I've got the jump. This one does take up, removes all negative status effects from the target ally and grants a random positive status effect for each negative effect removed. That would bring this one back into the fight. Now, what's the range on that one? Range 4. Beacon's going to have to attack this. One of these. Just to be able to free up the others. Oh, I should have gone the other way. I could have actually had a better attack that way. So I've got big attacks that I can do down this way. Again, not going to kill anyone off. So I think I'm better off just moving this one out of the way a little bit. And then just using the inversion here. So it will then get all these different bolstered defenses, fortune, all sorts of stuff happening. So it's now just got positives. Now what I want to do is I want to hit this one as hard as I can. But before we do it, just do as much and try to get the defenses down if we can. No, we didn't do it there. We did slow it. This one here, I can freeze it, but I think I'm going to have it killed anyway. Yeah, that one still can't fire. It's going to have to move away, and then it still can't fire because it takes all of its action points to fire. It's a shame that that's what we've got there. I don't want to leave this one exposed at the back here either. Two shots there at 85. I think I'll take that. Yeah, that'll kill that one off. As long as we don't get any grazers. Oh. You slip away. Now, that's that's a bit unusual for us because I do get a shot there, which may be enough to kill it. Yeah. Good, and that we've got a bit of random healing coming in there as well. Now we still actually have these units. Yeah, I can get a big attack here. I can also do one in here. I think I'll take this one. Kill those off. Now the Houndmaster. We can start to bring this one in behind the others. Got a little bit to contend with back over this way as well. Oh, resisted the pull. That was 90%, so that was a bad roll. Go that way, because I think we'll catch up with this one. Moved. Alright, I think that's everyone. We now have spell casting though. This is actually an important one for us. Who do we want to target? Now we've got 175. This is always a good one. We do actually have, like, it's going to cost us a fair bit because of the spell jammer. Oh, it's a good one. All enemy units have a 50% chance of becoming immobilized. Let's do that one now. That will just keep some of them stuck where they are. It's a difficult game. Well, we have to kill her off. She's just too powerful. We'll have to go for it now. We're losing a lot of health here as well, so we may have to break the siege and just heal up. At least we're going to hopefully destroy this army. Now we have to go for it. Now that one can't move. Oh yes it can, it can still move. Okay, it is decaying. Yeah, she resisted it. It's going to take too long to hit that one. Do we have this back yet? No, we don't yet. So I was hoping to make use of that again. Till the end of this turn, all attacks and abilities ignore 10 status resistance and 50%. Now this is if we use the spell casting. I can make use of this inversion, but we don't have anything too much in here that we have to really concern ourselves with. Right, we'll try these. Could even bring these out. Yeah, might do that. Yep, so they're constricted. This one's still stuck. So I'll just heal myself up. These geomancers here, maybe we do need to go and get them. We've still got these archers as well. 2 shots there at 45. That one up. Oh, we missed and hit the dogs. Sorry, dogs. It's just the way it happens. I've only got a 40% chance there, 90% chance there. Let's finish this thing off. Just need one more hit. So these are all now connected with everything, so we can just keep on shuffling over, trying to do what we can through here. So I'll move these in closer to try to get into the into this back line. Another one down. These are getting ready to run. So we're getting towards the end of this now. One shot at 80% there. 2 shots there. I can just keep on firing at these. It's only 20% at the back there. Now, what I don't know is if I sit next to this one here, it can't. If it's going to have to. If in enemy zone of control. Now, if I move this one over to here, it's then in the enemy zone of control. We can't fire this if we're in the enemy zone of control. Let's just do a quick save. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, so we can't use it. They can't use theirs. Which then means I can free these up. Oh, hang on, this one, that's the White Witch. These knights can then start to hit this one here. Still got them in behind, that should be okay. Now we have her flanked. Really can't do anything there. Do damage to all of them, including my guy there. What else have we got? Yeah, I'll do damage that way. Okay, so we can refresh all the ability cooldowns, which we don't really have. It's these things here that we end up getting back. Or we can just do really big damage against one of these. I think we'll just go this way for now. She's surrounded. She still can cast spells though. Has Beacon had his turn? Beacon can go all the way back there. We're close here. Oh, here we go. Now, just make sure that she doesn't have anything that's too tricky here. Barbed webs. Offensive mode, decaying fortune. Hero Slayer, slip away. That's what's going to happen. So that's going to trigger. I need another attack. What have we got? That's all we've got left. So I prefer not to kill her off just yet. Just need somebody else to fire at. Go that way. Just grab myself a drink of water, be right back. Right, I started saying, oh, streaming from the plane, are we? I wish. Wish that would give me something to do. Yeah, anyway. It's a lot of transport coming up for me. God, I wish I didn't have to do it. Anyway, it's, now we've still got this. We've still got spell casting. You know, I could have gone for the kill, and that would have been fine, because I would have then been able to use this to kill it off. Well, we might as well kill this one off, I guess. Just conjure a tentacle in. What I don't want, with her slip away, she can still use spell casting, but she can't do a lot of this stuff. Damn, and we're back out again. We've actually... It's hurt us too much. So we're going to have to go back and save scum yet again. Again, it's just, you miss one little thing. And that time I missed the fact that I actually had a spell. And that's all we would have needed. So we lost our leader. So what we'll do is we'll just go back in and load in. We've got the autosave in combat, but I think the quick save, this is going to be for what we just had. So let's just go back in here, load this one. Starting thing I didn't even know that Triumph Games is from the Netherlands in Delft. Yeah, likely walked past them on my way to a job a few times then. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, it's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. All right. So, where did we get to? That's the angle. So she is here. We're now at the start of this phase. How many of these have we got? So these have all had their moves. So they don't have any more action points left. So there's not too many we have to worry about. This one we do get a shot. This time we do want to do the damage here. Yeah, this now gets the kill. This is what I did wrong. This, the previous sort of half turn ago. So she's got slip away. So she slipped away to there, which now means if I kill her off, she's now gone from the game. And so what I want to do is I want to still lock this one in. So I want to have a unit that's right up next to it. So I'll move this knight up this way and kill her. Now she can't cast spells anymore. That now keeps our queen safe. It's funny how one little wrong move makes such a massive difference. Yeah, that one's already moved. Yeah, so a lot of these had already moved. Now Beacon can just stay in here and do damage. Changing that order of attack, yeah, dramatically different. 95% chance to with a kill. still have some action points, so I'll just go and bring in one of these. It's been constricted. Now we can end our turn. Not going to worry us too much. So it can't shoot. Constricted again. They're now wanting to run. This thing's not running just yet. These are quite hard to kill. That should be the end of it. Now, the enemy is fleeing. Do you wish to claim victory and win the battle immediately? I'm going to go no, because I need to kill off as many of these units as possible. Otherwise they'll escape back. Good, and then we've got the big guy up here. There we go, it's going to kill that one off. I don't want these escaping and having to fight these again. Get rid of you. So that's another level 4 gone. So it's more like just the chance that they could actually run is what I want to stop here. Hi Ponicus, how are you going? Saying, wow, Daz, going to meet the devs in the Netherlands. What a cool trip for you. Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. Like, so looking forward to it. It's been my favourite game for so long. Like, it's just been an amazing game for me. I absolutely love it. Kill them off as well. So, as far as doing content, I'm not sure what they have planned. I don't think that that's on the plans. I think it's more just a sort of show what they're up to. What I did actually say, is there anything I'm not allowed to talk about? and they I don't know if I should say this. I will say it. I said because I said, is there an NDA or anything like that I'm sort of where I can't, because sometimes I don't want you to know people to know what they're up to. Anyway, the guy actually had said that he said not yet, but when you're here there will be. So, which sounds exciting. So there's something afoot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's what. As I say, I love the game so much. There's nothing else down that way. What have we got left? Just this one here. So we've got nothing else. So we've still got Began. Yeah, Began can do some damage there. Give Began the hit. Yes, Savannah's saying Triumph is good people. Yes, I agree. Anyway, let's do the final kill. Wow, that took the whole session. All right, we'll close that one off. So that was a big attack for us. We didn't lose anything, but we had to save scum a fair few times to get out of that one. Rewards, got a power cleaver, which is tier 4. Undead Slayer, I don't think we need that one just yet. We'll just take the reward. So the siege continues 3 turns, but there's nothing here to defend it. So I'm thinking we are going to be healing up a little bit in those 3 turns. So I think we just stay where we are. I could move back, and I do have an outpost way over here. I could flip one out and just keep one of them going the whole time. This one here does require a fair bit of healing. Don't think there's anything else on the way. This way we can get the healing up really fast because we've got the outpost over here. She's withdrawn to the Astral Void. And we've got this one locked away as well. Service redeemed named a hero. I have to give it back. There's no heroes available. In fact, I think you've even got one. This is an old run that we're having a look at here. Oh no, you don't. No, but they're all named. They're all named, and it's still 10 turns away before we get the next one. So I'll give you the points back because we'll be going fairly soon. Yes, Vanny's saying, been doing Age of Wonders since '98. Yeah, look, I still remember when I first came across Age of Wonders, and that's what 25, 26 years ago now, or even longer. That was actually I saw it was in an article in I think it was like a PC magazine, and it said it listed the top 5 games no one knew about, and Age of Wonders was one of those. And I made a point of going to what do they call it, E-Games or whatever they called. Can't think of what the retailer is. I think it's global. Anyway, I went to there. They had one copy, so I grabbed it and never looked back. I just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I still remember even when I first started playing it, the maps were just incredible. There we go. So. Tenru was saying I need a fanboy emote there for that one. I do need it because I am definitely a fanboy of Age of Wonders, like massively. Anyway, we'll just leave that one where that is. So I'll have to give you those points back. Just leave that one where that is as well. Awaken Instincts. Okay, health. Okay, we'll select new research. Healing Spires. Now that would have been handy. In the domain. Oh, it's during a siege. It's not going to happen back our way. Wrath of the Faithful. Let's grab that one. So we've still got this one here. I'm not going to worry about this one at this stage, so I'll just leave that one where that is. And we've just got these guys now just sitting back, healing up. So I am going to leave it here, guys. I'm going to do a save, and I'm going to have to get going. So yeah, thank you. Just read a few more comments. just see if there's anything else that I missed. You got me to play Age of Wonders 4. Thank you, says Jerry. Yeah, no, not a problem. Sap, you're saying, am I still alive? Yes, you are. Alive and well. Where are you? Sap, you're the duelist. So you're doing very, very well. Anyway, guys, now I will actually go and have a look at all those games that you guys recommended. Thank you for that. That will be very, very important for my sanity for the long flight ahead. So Sasha Day is saying, enjoy your voyage. Thank you for that one. Thanks for the stream. Enjoy the trip. Thanks, guys. I'm glad I could actually do one of these like farewell scripts, I guess, just to before I do head off. I mean, I will be back in a week and a half, but so I look forward to, of course, sort of playing some games when I do get back. There's a fair few games that are coming out around that time. Tabletop Tavern being one of them. So that'll be a little bit soon after I get back. I was saying thanks for the stream, have a good trip, thank you for that one. And Private Joe saying have a great trip. I mean, we covered a lot of games actually, and it's almost like a DasDemption, a chat tactic session where we talk about different games. I guess it's more about just little simulation sort of sandbox games is when we spoke about on Android, but anyway, it's all a bit different. And Christopher is saying, I wish you a nice journey and stay in the Netherlands. Thank you very much. I really am looking forward to it enormously. It's for so many different reasons. I mean, I'm really looking forward to meeting the guys at Age of Wonders because I feel like I've known them for so long, for decades. You know, some of them have, I think, are still working there, but I haven't actually seen them. They haven't really been front and centre. There was actually someone that used from Triumph used to actually step in and look at the videos a lot, like that I was doing, called Sickbock, and so I'm hoping that he's still there. I don't know who it is. I just know the username. So, but it's been years actually since I've seen Sickbock on the in the chat, from what I can remember, mainly of Age of Wonders 3. So I'm sort of hopeful. I'm hopeful that he's there. I'd like to meet him like face to face. But there's a fair few people like that actually. But Sickbock has been like as I said, I don't know. I haven't seen him around for a long time. Anyway, that's one of my little hopes is that he's still at Triumph and that I can catch up with him. Anyway, I'll chat to you guys when I get back. I don't think I'll be able to upload anything while I'm gone. I will try to record some things, but I can't make a promise about that. I tried to gear up a little bit to be able to record, but I don't know what I'll record just yet. And it probably won't be gaming stuff, I wouldn't think, unless it's actually sort of like more what's happening at Triumph, etc. I'll catch you guys when I'm back. Thanks for watching.